Welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we will look into the questions from the chapter called Introduction to Trigonometry. Hello friends, may I request you to please click on the subscribe button below this video.
The given question is, prove the following identity where the angles involved are acute angles for which the expression is defined as 1 plus tan square A upon 1 plus cot square A is equal to 1 minus tan A upon 1 minus cot A whole square is equal to tan square A. So guys, here three expressions are being given and we need to prove that these three expressions are equal to each other, or we can say that left side of the expression is equal to the right side of the expression and middle expression is equal to the right side of the expression. So once we prove that left side is equal to the right side of the expression and middle expression is equal to the right side of the expression, then we can conclude that these expressions are justified. So let's see how we are going to work out on this type of questions. Now the given question is 1 plus tan square A, 1 plus tan square A upon 1 plus cot square A, and there is a square bracket here, okay, is equal to 1 minus tan A upon 1 minus cot A, square bracket again, to the power 2 is equal to tan square A. So guys, this is what being given is our expression and we are going to prove. So let us start with left side of the so I will do like this. This one is left side. I will consider this is left side. This one let us take it as middle side or middle expression, and this one is right side expression. So guys, let us name this let us move taking these things, considering these things, like this one is left side, this one is middle expression, and this one is the right side. So we will start with left side of the expression and we will reach to the right side. Similarly, we will start with the middle expression and we will reach to the right side. So left side of the equation is given by, what is being given? It is being given that 1 plus tan square A upon 1 plus cot square A. This is what being given is the left side of the expression. So guys, one other thing, we very well know that. So guys, what we know, we very well know that the expressions for the expressions keeping in view of sec and tan, let's say, let me write it down. We know that sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1, or I can write I can write sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. This is our expression number A. Okay. Now what we got, we know that the very important identity that we know that sec square theta minus tan square theta is equal to 1. Or I can write from that identity that sec square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta. So guys, then if you look here in our left side of the expression, what is being given here? It is being given here like 1 plus tan square A. Similarly, 1 plus cot square A. Let us also extract what we know. We know that cosec square theta minus cot square theta is equal to 1, or cosec square theta is equal to 1 plus cot square theta. So guys, we are going to take the help of these two expressions or identities that we derive from the important trigonometric identities. So this is what we derived. Now, or the left side of the expression I can write, instead of 1 plus tan square A, I can write sec square A, sec square a. I believe till here we are clear. Why sec square a? Because we know that sec square a minus tan square a is equal to 1, or sec square a is equal to 1 plus tan square a. For that reason, I am replacing 1 plus tan square a with sec square a. Similarly, I can write 1 plus cot square a is cosec square a. No need to explain further this one, because this is well explained here in our calculation or in our expressions that I did here. Or that is equal to, I can write, or that is equal to, I can write, what is sec square a? Sec a, first of all, let us understand what is sec a. Sec a is nothing but 1 upon cos a. So keeping that thing, or keeping this thing in view, that sec a is equal to 1 upon cos a, I can write sec square a as 1 upon cos square a. If I write sec square a is 1 upon cos square a, will there be anything wrong? I don't think there is anything wrong. We are moving in a right direction, because we know that sec a is equal to 1 upon cos a. For that reason, sec square a is equal to 1 upon cos square a. Similarly, guys, we very well know that cosec square a is equal to, or cosec a is equal to 1 upon sin a. Therefore, cosec square a is equal to 1 upon sin square a. Just converting, as I told you in my previous videos, that whatever is being given, let us convert those things in terms of sine and cos. So for that reason, we have converted this one into sine into cos. Or that is equal to, I can write 1 by cos square a into sine square a by 1, or that is equal to sine square a by cos square a. Hope guys, till here we are pretty clear. Guys, we very well know that tan theta is nothing but sin theta by cos theta. So sin square a by cos square a, then what it becomes? It becomes tan square a. So this is what we got. Let us name this one as expression number or equation number 1. We are able to find out that that sin square a upon cos square a is equal to tan square a, and this is nothing but this. Hence this is what? This is right side of the equation. Hence we are able to prove that left side of the equation is equal to right side of the equation, because we started with left side and we are able to find out the right side. This is one part. Now let us focus our attention on the middle part. So if we focus our attention on the middle part, in the middle part of the equation is given by, I told you, now we will first focus our attention on the left side of the expression, then we will focus our attention on the middle expression. So here the middle expression, I can write ME is given by 1 minus tan a upon 1 minus cot a to the power whole square. So this is being given in the middle as the middle expression or middle term, or that is equal to, I can write 1 minus, as usual we are converting tan theta and cot theta in terms of sine and cos. So instead of tan a, I can write 1 upon sine a by cos a, and upon 1 minus cos a upon sine a, because cot theta is nothing but cos theta upon sine theta. For that reason, I wrote this thing as cos a upon sine a, or sine upon cos a, depending upon the given question. Now guys, hope till here we are pretty clear. So guys, I believe what I am explaining here we all are understanding. Or I can write, or that is equal to, let us solve this. Taking here as cos a, I can write cos a minus sin a, taking cos a as the LCM, upon cos a by, or upon, similarly sin a minus cos a upon sin a, and this is altogether whole square. This is being given as the question. So what I got, what I did in the above step, just I took cos A as in the numerator, I took cos A as the LCM and I solved this one. Similarly, in the denominator, I took sin A as the LCM and I solved the equation. Now, let us see what we are going to do in the next step. Or that is equal to, I can write, or that is equal to, I can write cos A minus sin A by cos A into sin A upon sin A minus cos A. Just multiplied the denominator. I try to move the denominator to the upper side, so that reason just I multiplied the equation denominator, just reversing it. Hope guys that we very well understand what we are doing here. Now guys, in this particular step, what I am going to do, here it is, we have sin A minus cos A, and here in the numerator we have cos A minus sin A. So guys, let us convert this sin A minus cos A in the denominator to cos A minus sin A. That means here whatever is positive, here sin A is positive and cos A is negative. Let us reverse their positivity and negativity. So how we will do that? We can do that by multiplying in a -1 in the numerator as well as -1 in the denominator. So I can write the equation as cos A minus sin A upon cos A. I'm just keeping this part as it is. Now here just see what I'm going to do. Sin A upon sin A minus cos A into -1 in the numerator upon -1. So if I divide the same thing in the numerator as well as this same thing in the denominator, the resultant equation remains same. So that nothing happens to the resultant equation. But we are doing this one for a purpose, as I told you. Or that is equal to, I can write, what I can write, I will keep this part as it is, cos A, I will keep this one as it is, that is cos A minus sin A upon cos A, and guys here sin A into -1, it became minus sin A, and this one became minus sin A plus cos A. Just the signals or the negative changed due to positive, and positive became the negative once I multiplied -1. Hope guys till here we are pretty clear what I am doing. Or this one is equal to, in this step, what I am going to do in this step, just I am going to rearrange the equation. Cos A minus sin A upon cos A into minus sin A upon, just I am rearranging this equation. So instead of minus sin A plus cos A, I am going to write this one as cos A minus sin A, and as it is square bracket square. Hope guys till here we are pretty clear. Now guys, let's see what we are going to do here. Or I can write here is equal to cos A minus sin A into cos A divided by cos A minus sin A. This cancels out. We are left with minus sin A by cos A to the power square. And guys, we very well know that sin theta upon cos theta is nothing but it is tan theta. So I can write minus tan A and to the power square, or that is equal, that particular thing I can write now, or that is equal to minus tan A into minus tan A. I hope till here we are pretty clear, because if I write 3 to the power 2, that means 3 into 3. Similarly, minus tan A to the power 2 is nothing minus tan A into minus tan A, or that is equal to minus 3 into minus 3, it becomes plus 9. So here minus tan A into minus tan A, it will become minus plus, I can write tan square A. So that is nothing but, this implies right side of the equation. So this is our equation number 2. Hence, what we are able to prove? We are able to prove that middle expression is equal to right side of the expression. So in the previous step, we are able to prove that left side of the expression was right side of the expression. Now here we are able to prove that in the previous step we proved left side of the expression is equal to right side of the expression, and here in this step we proved that middle expression is equal to right side of the expression. Hence we can write left side of the expression is equal to middle side of the expression is equal to right side of the expression. Hence proved. Hope guys you understood the calculation or the process that I did in order to derive our calculation, or in order to prove or justify that left hand side is equal to right hand side is equal to middle expression, or whatever the way that you may feel. Guys, if you still have any questions or doubts, please reach out to me in the comment section of the video. Definitely I will get back to you once I see your comments. Guys, if you really like my videos, please subscribe.
If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.